Hey everyone, so I wanted to talk about some functionality that I'm adding to my chatbot. This will be able to make the data up to date and verified to be quality because right now it's just sending non-speculative data from the LLM, what it's trained on. So this way it's just doing web searching basically, but it's doing it in a way that's very deep. It's going for 5 pages, then making summaries for each of those pages, and then making a giant summary of those 5 pages and like an executive summary basically, and then also making it a template to make a content similar to the 5 pages that it ran. So it's doing that with a couple different agents all through Python in this file here, and this is all the logic that it's gonna use to like do the actual scraping, and the API keys are stored here. Are and then yeah, the brain. This is all the memory for the scraping. So right now, this is just an empty SQL folder, an empty.db or SQL file, database file. So that'll be used to store all the data in a very efficient way. And then after that's done, it'll make an analysis of all that data and also make an outline to make a product similar to all that data. So if we wanted to do a simple Google search, we could do something like how to jog jog 10 kilometers faster. Say you're training for a race. So it's gonna go to Google and it's gonna like directly through Selenium, not through an API, and then it's gonna search Google for the organic top 5 data URLs, and then it's gonna scrape each one of those URLs and perform an analysis. I can change the logic for the data scraping, but right now it's just getting the 5 top organic results. And different searches have different levels of security involved. Things like informative searches are very low security usually because you're just looking at things like blogs and personal like small to medium business sites. If you're doing things like Amazon, like shopping or news searching, those things have a lot higher security because the websites are much more sophisticated. So it's going to take much heavier code and better bypass detection to get through them. So right now I'm mainly focused on just informative queries rather than actual, let's say, transactional queries where you're looking to do something. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. And basically it's going to open up Google as you can see there, and it's going to search the keyword on Google and scrape the first 5 results for it. This may fail. It is a early alpha product still. I'm going to be sharing the Git repo down below in the description, and then you can use it. It's all open source. It's done with TypeScript and Python. You're going to have to provide, yeah, so it actually failed that time. You're going to actually have to provide all the API keys and everything, obviously. So it's not free, but it's free to use here. So, and I'm talking not just about the scraper, but about the chatbot that I'm making to go with the scraper. Um, so let's try something different. Let's say how to jog, keep it simple. Once again, like I said, it may fail, so hopefully it can redeem itself and I don't have to restart the video to stop showing so many tries because it's Google's getting really good at detecting this. In the last couple of years, that's been the really big push to detect scrapers. So it used to be a lot easier, and now it's a lot harder. You have to be much more human-like to do it. There you go. See, found 5 relevant results because it made it past the detection. And it's even getting pages. You can see like Healthline, which is a major blog, and then it acts like a human. It scrolls the position, and I found there's some failures, but failures seem to be a good thing because when you're browsing as a human, you won't get it perfect all the time. You'll make mistakes, click on the wrong link, you know, type things wrong. So you need to emulate failures as well as scraping everything perfectly because perfect is too machine-like. And so you see that Adidas blog didn't return anything because I know that site wouldn't return anything because it's not scraper friendly for whatever reason. But like even things like government sites, like the Australian government site right there is scrapable. So it's getting a lot better at bypassing security, and it's quite fast. It scrapes it, makes the analysis, and continues scraping the next one while the analysis is being made. So it's doing everything concurrently as well as staggered. So it's not waiting for all the processes to go through at once, then proceeding. It's doing everything as fast as it can within a reasonable time frame. And I'm sure it'll get quicker the better I get at it. But right now, I've really just started to work on the speed and the consistency and the quality. So I haven't been able to really optimize things exactly how I wanted to, but I'm just getting things to be really, really reliable, basically, and not a nightmare to deal with. So you can see all the analysis that I've been generated, and this is done almost at the same time that all the scrolling, the scraping was done. So it's really fast because, of course, the analysis is going to take long compared to the scraping and printing out website data. Um, so yeah, now we're going to go in here and you're going to see all this stuff is made. It's gonna this is gonna have to be rewritten because this is an old one. Um, there you go, and you see it just rewrote there, and we have this, and it's all about running the 5K, which is what we had, how to jog. So yeah, running in health benefits right there. So that's the stuff that we want. And this is a summary of all the data that was saved into this DB file. So you can see all the points. Just like SQL is a really easy and efficient way to store data. So that's why I use it here. There's what's here is an executive summary as well as the scrape detail deep data. So it's in a way it's embedding it a little bit, but not really. It's mainly just knowing that all those files are there. So it doesn't have to embed it, but it is chunking it by website. So yeah, let's go in here, and then I'm just going to show you what this looks like in more user-friendly language. So we're going to go to Markdown preview because this is all printed in Markdown right now. It's really, really raw. So it looks like all good, you can see. And you could actually just copy and paste this out into Google Docs if you wanted. And yeah, it's all there. So that's basically it. I'm gonna be plugging this into my scraper or my AI chatbot, which is a lot bigger and it's not quite ready, but will be ready soon. And yeah, like I said, I'll link to the GitHub repo to show the Project Moonshot bot as well as everything else. It'll be there. There won't be any instructions included or anything, just because it's so new and I haven't really had time to put all that together. So download it at your own whim. You'll need API keys and everything. But yeah, that's basically what's going to be happening now. And I think there's a lot more that I'm going to be adding to it. And especially since I found vibe coding with Cursor AI, I'm getting really good at it. I should be able to add a lot more stuff to it because this Cursor AI is much better than the setup I was using before. And it's all free with DeepSeek. Well, free plus the $20 a month to use Cursor. So yeah, I'm excited to see what comes in the future.